Welcome back to KTV. That is Knife Television, everybody. I am your host, Cowboy C-Bop. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But wait until the end of the video. Don't like it when you ain't seen it yet. Alright, so we're back to movie knives. Okay. Now, the movie I'm about to talk to is another tribute, homage to my good friend Mickey Rourke. One of my all-time favorite characters is Marv from Sin City. And I tried to do my best to come up with some sort of a, costume theme, but I just can't. And I'm not getting a buzz cut either. Nope. We're keeping these locks tight, nicely tight and packed back there. All right, so Mickey Rourke's Marv from Sin City. 2005, Sin City. Just, I'm not much into those like comic type movies, but this one was really cool. Featuring an all-star cast, Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke, Jessica Alba, Nancy. So, if you watch Sin City, you might be thinking, what knife was featured in that movie? Well, I know there's one, but that's for another character, right? I'm not sure exactly even what that knife is, but Mickey, he had quite the choice selection of weapons, all right? But first and foremost, I'm going to leave you guys a clip. Clive Owen plays Dwight, and he is going to describe Marv's character right now.
Most people think Marv is crazy. He just had the rotten luck of being born in the wrong century. He'd be right at home on some ancient battlefield swinging an axe into somebody's face. Or in a Roman arena taking a sword to other gladiators like him. They'd have tossed him girls like Nancy back then.
Gladys. Guys ever hear of Gladys? All right, so I'm going to leave you another clip, and then we're going to dive deeper into this. All right, here is a list of Mickey Rourke / Marv's weapons. All right, his choice weapons. All right, and I can't put it any better than Marv himself. So check this out.
I wasn't never even able to buy a woman. The way I look. I take my mind off her and then crawl back inside myself. It's almost killing time and I better get sharp. I check the list. Rubber tubing, gas, saw, gloves, cuffs, razor wire, hatchet, ladders, and my mitts. We're close enough. Pull over.
Yes.
Okay, so out of all of those weapons, this one I've had for years. I've put this thing through the ringer, and there is some differences, all right? But listen, I think he is using the Est-Wing hatchet. This is the model E24A. All right, the only difference between this one and from what I could see in the movie is he's got that notch coming out, here. It's a carpenter's hatchet. But when I checked the company's list of hatchets, they do have the carpenters, but it's got more of a straight handle with the stacked leather. This has that curve. So they might have just modified it, in the movie, putting that little nick right there. But he goes off with this thing. All right, so let me dive a little deeper into this character, into this movie. All right, and reason why I'm such a fan. All right, first of all, you guys ever get a chance, Google the name Gino Crognale. He's an old friend of mine from the 80s. He used to play drums for me in various bands, and he went out to Hollywood to work in special effects makeup. All right, so if you look at his list over on IMDb, Gino Crognale, IMDb, check out his catalog. Oh my God, he has worked on some amazing films, all right, including a couple of Quentin Tarantino movies. So this book had come out. Oh my God, when did this come out? 2005, 2006. It's called Sin City, The Making of the Movie. Let me see if I can get an actual copy right here. Let me see here. This book is pretty fascinating. All right, I can't see it. I don't see it. Hold on. Copyright. 2005. Sorry about that, guys. I digress. So then, a good friend of mine bought me this book. So years later, fast forward, I'm working as an extra on the film Creed 2. And lo and behold, who's doing the special effects, the makeup? My buddy Gino. So the next day I brought my book, and he signed it for me. All right, he worked on these characters. One in particular, my least favorite character, Yellow Bastard. Anyway, this is my buddy Gino right here doing the makeup for Nick Stahl. This book is awesome. If you guys ever get a chance to get, and you're into this sort of thing, it has like the makeup, how they did this, how they did that. Remember Jackie Boy? Hold on a second. Where's Jackie Boy at? Yep. There's Marv. Yeah, this is nuts. Hold on a second. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm digressing. Robert Rodriguez. All right, he's back there. So my buddy Gino has worked on some pretty awesome flicks. Seriously, again, like Kill Bill, things like that. But anyway, this is fun. All right, my tribute to Mickey Rourke. I must be on a Mickey Rourke kick or something this past couple of weeks. All right, so the weapons, you saw his list of weapons, like you heard him tell you. So check out my action figure here. We're gonna come closer at the end. This is my Marv. And they even included the hatchet. We'll come closer here. Have not taken him out of the box yet, the package. And there's old Gladys, his 1911. See him up there? We'll come closer. So anyway, this is just another basically tribute to Mickey Rourke, Gino Crognale, Sin City, and the weapons used. Again, there is a knife used by Nick Stahl, but I'm not sure what the heck that even is. It looks like a fantasy knife by Hibben. Anybody has information on that, let me know. All right, let's come closer here so you can get a closer look at his weapons inside this box here. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I really enjoy doing this. It's fun. There you go. See the hatchet? And I think there's a nail nick in there, a notch. And there's Gladys. I was gonna, cut my face up and put some bandages on there, give myself a buzz cut, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it for a video. The money's not right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. All right. Any questions, let me know. If you've never seen Sin City, I highly recommend it. Part 2, it's okay. But part 1, definitely. All right. Thanks a lot for being here, everybody. And Cowboy, we'll see you soon. All right. See you now.